actually applied in lots of countries. I'm not gonna lie. It was US, Canada, Scotland, UK in general, Netherlands, Finland, and Ireland, and in India as well. Oh, I miss everything. And
Exactly.
it goes both ways. When you're back home, you miss things here, and when you are here, you miss things back home.
100%. One of my friend quoted, like to quote her, is like, there is nothing as bad weather, it's just bad clothes.
It's a whole another concept of
Right.
what we are taught in our schools. So ours was a big thing.
But then I looked into SAT and the fees and everything, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
not a wise decision for now, because
Yes.
for 4 years the tuition fee was huge.
But I tried to work part time as a tour guide, as a campus tour guide in the first 2 weeks in every
Mhm.
semester. I also did a research internship which gave me a scholarship grant last summer.
Hi Shubhra, how are you?
I'm good. Tanmay, how are you?
I'm good as well. Thank you so much, first of all, for agreeing to come on the podcast and share your experience so far in Ireland, University of Limerick. I will just start with a brief introduction about yourself, and then
Hmm.
we'll take it from there. So over
Yeah.
to you.
Okay, so I'm Shubhra Tiwari. I am doing my undergrad in University of Limerick here in Ireland, and my undergrad is in environmental science as of now. So yeah, I moved. So I'm in my third year now, but I moved here when I was 17 years old, 2 years ago, and yeah, so now I turned 20 recently, and it's just like a really I think it's a big change, especially at a young age.
Yeah.
And I have been, yeah, of course, there are downside, upside both, but I have been really enjoying it overall. And I think it's a really good opportunity if you get one.
Damn, like you moved so young, and yeah, you're figuring things out. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, belated.
Thank you.
Um, that's amazing. So we'll dive deep into your journey. Like, first of all, when is the first time you decided, okay, I need to move abroad and for undergraduates or in general?
Actually, this was when I was in like wait, 11th or 12th or something like that.
Mhm.
11th. So I have always wanted to like environmental science as a subject, and I wanted to just learn more and more. But if I'm being very, very honest, India has like really, really low aspects of it. I'm not gonna lie, but like they have courses. It's just that I wanted to have more experience in it. It's only not in research, but in all the other parts, you know.
Mhm.
So I was started looking for opportunity like universities abroad and applied in a lots of universities in lots of countries, and then I came to Ireland as the last choice.
Okay, fair enough. So, like, can you walk me through your research process? Like, okay, you chose multiple countries and then compared, and
Yes.
then finally, yeah.
Yes, my research process mostly involved. See, for me, the most important thing when researching universities is what the course outline was.
Mm-hmm.
How they manage the whole course in like 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and in within the course, do I have any opportunities in terms of internships, or do I
Mm-hmm.
what I have to do in terms of that through the universities, the faculty, and it's most importantly if the course itself is not only directed to only one thing which is research, but like in here at UL my course is directed to both research and industrial part. So
Okay.
that's what I loved. In UL also in third year second semester, our semester is not academics, it's
Mm-hmm.
mostly like related to internships. So we do the internships, interview processes are happening right now for us, so
Okay.
it's all on the basis of that. And is where after you graduate, what are the prospects of it?
Okay. So you considered every what were the candidates, like you did you consider any other countries and universities?
Yeah, I actually considered I actually applied in lots of countries. I'm not gonna lie. It was US, Canada, Scotland,
Wow.
UK in general, Netherlands, Finland, and Ireland, and in India as well.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So you were like applying for every, like you're trying every other aspect if it's out
Yes.
there. Okay, fair
Yes,
enough.
and it was environmental science, and also if not, environmental related studies or something related to that.
Hmm.
Like a course backup as well.
Okay, interesting. And like, did you take any help, like consultants and anything as such?
So, to be honest, for the first it was just me and my parents, the whole
Mm-hmm.
research and everything. And I was trying to do all the competitive exams and studying for it on my own.
Right.
And then when I got into the university, we were a bit confused about the whole visa process and everything. And that's like and through the university, one of the campus connects, then when I actually chose UL as a last option, and
Mm-hmm.
I connected with a friend, and he said he referred as visa consultancy, the NewStrides.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
And
and
then
so you chose them for the visa process.
yes,
Okay,
yes, the visa
fair enough.
process. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think, I mean, I chose one of the consultant there from them helped me as well in my visa process. So I think that's really handy. Like they give you the
Yeah.
checklist, everything is sorted,
Yeah,
and very
exactly.
good.
Because I was having a very hard time, and it was a lot of visa consultants we were referring, but they
Mm-hmm.
were very vague about the whole situation. It's like they didn't know themselves,
Mm-hmm.
or they were very new to this. So, and then at last, NewsRight helped us a lot.
Okay. You said like you were very confused, or like something like that. So what was it about?
It was
Like.
mostly about the confusion was about the whole visa process,
Mm-hmm.
because you are so young and my parents themselves don't know much as well. Like
Right.
they so because visa process is easy if you're going for a new country just as a tourist and everything, they
Mm-hmm.
knew and we knew about that. But it was just moving to whole another country, and especially you are a minor, so you have to get more documents from your parents and those kind of stuff.
Okay.
So it was like that, a bit
Okay.
confusing.
Got it. And were there any biggest, like, what were your biggest fears or doubts when you started this journey?
Uh,
Like.
so my my biggest fear was actually just moving on my own, and the like, oh, you got the opportunity, you deserved it, you worked hard for it, but once you go there, it's like, or even if you before going there, you think, oh, do I actually deserve this kind of, how will I be able to survive there now? It's just those kind of thoughts just came back. It's just
Mhm.
like, am I doing the right choice or not? It's just a cold feet and thing, I feel. It's
Yeah.
just getting cold feet.
Yeah, I can completely understand. Like I think for my in my journey as well, it was the same thing. When I was planning to move abroad, when I just took this decision, like, okay, I'll go to Ireland, I'll take this course and all the process, like loan and everything, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Everyone around me was against the decision, and no one was supportive about it. And I was like, okay, now I have to figure out everything on my own. So yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from. And then okay, now that like this is my sole decision, there's no one to support. Now I have to figure things out on my own, and then how it will pan out, like in a new country, starting from scratch, everything. Yeah, I can kind of
Exactly,
understand.
exactly.
Like, what was your coping mechanism, if I may ask?
My coping mechanism, there was nothing really, but I think it was just my parents are really supportive. My parents
Mm-hmm.
and my sister, they were really supportive of the whole thing, and they were the ones who were through me the whole journey. So
Mm-hmm.
even when I had doubts about myself, my they were the ones who helped me a lot and made like reassured me that it's gonna happen properly and
Properly.
smoothly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think having that family support is really important. Like at
Yes,
least one person who can just say, okay, you go on and we'll take care of everything else.
yes,
It's kind of like that.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we'll just walk through the application process, like what were the documents required, and while you were applying for the universities, what are the exams, like entrance exams or IELTS for English. So what were those things, and how did you prepare for them? So we can start by I think the exams.
Yeah, for universities here, I think the most important was IELTS exam.
Mm-hmm.
For me, IELTS was pretty easy, but I still the coaching for it from a place in like in my neighborhood, because I wanted to like prepare better, or it was the speaking part which I wanted to do the best at, because it's a whole another concept of
Right.
what we are taught in our schools. So IELTS was a big thing, and since I was doing undergrad here, so for me it was the high school boards exam in India,
Mm-hmm.
10th, 12th, and they usually consider SAT exam. I gave SATs because I was applying for USA as well.
Well, okay.
So I gave my SAT scores as well. Yeah.
Okay. Like how did you prepare for the SAT?
I prepared on my own.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like honestly, I was even planning for undergraduate, but then I looked into SAT and the fees and everything. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
not a wise decision for now, because
Yes.
for 4 years the tuition fee was huge.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that part as well if you're comfortable sharing the financial part. But okay, so you gave your SAT and you prepared for your IELTS, and then you started applying for the universities in US, Limerick, I mean Ireland, and overall, and finally you got into University of Limerick, right? If
Yeah.
okay, along with these, I think you must have submitted the SOPs and
Yes.
LORs as well, right?
Yeah, I had SOPs because I volunteered in two organizations as even it was for a month or something. I
Mm-hmm.
did like NGOs and those kind of stuff and LORs from my school teachers and my principal or like college because I have been a part of council there in school and I was doing extracurricular activities. So and I was a good student overall in high school, like in academics. So they were very happy to give the allowance.
Okay, perfect. And for the SOPs, can you just give me like a format or something? Like a lot of people struggle with writing an SOP. So
Yeah. I think it's more on the basis of being authentic.
okay.
I feel. I think because if you see this SOP is just it's like statement of purpose, and if
Mhm.
you see, I am choosing. I did SOP for my course of environmental science, since the fact that I wanted to do environmental science from my own heart and own thing, and not being pressurized or peer pressured, so it
Mhm.
came more from my side of more authentic. Even though it was, yeah, there will be mistakes on the parts of grammar, the format, but I think once you get the idea of what you want to write or do like a not like a draft, like a rough draft,
Mhm.
and once you figure out the idea or what why you did it, what you did it, and then and once you get into the university,
Mhm.
the conclusion will be how will I contribute to the place, to the overall, and how will that make me grow in future if I'm continuing in that career. I think it's just being authentic these days with the whole like not being more formal or anything, especially since we have so much AI and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
So
ChatGPT.
it's like being authentic, then you will be more, I don't know, consider, or it will say that it came from your heart, you
Hmm.
know?
Makes sense. Okay. So anything like why you actually, so the actual reason behind why you are choosing the career you are choosing, and then how would the university help you shape that career, more or less?
Yeah,
Okay.
and in those body like in the in university, you could say by looking at their course outline,
Mhm.
oh, this part of the course or this like for me, the co-op semester would give me an idea or an outlook of how my course in industrial part or in research part will help me
Mhm.
once I graduate.
Right. Okay. So co-op is basically theoretical and research or internship opportunities.
It's a co-op in UL is the whole semester, second semester of the third year is just internship. We don't have academic. It's just
Mm-hmm.
6 to 8 months of internship in a
Oh.
company or in a research.
And those like the companies would be coming to you in the universities, and university will provide you the opportunities
And
or the platform.
yeah, so what we do is basically we do the CV
Mm-hmm.
before August. This so we did the CV. It
Mm-hmm.
depends on the course. Some have it now, some have it in the later semester, like us. And then the CV is sent out to the companies. Companies are interested in you, and the CV is a whole different format. It's not the
Right.
normal format. It's a UL like university CV format,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the companies they see your CV. If they are interested, they will know the co-op office here that oh, I'm interested in this student, and then they will do the interview, and then you will probably get the job or not. It's like that.
Okay, got it. Makes sense. And then again, I'll just go back one step, which is around what was the hardest part about shortlisting your universities, because you said you applied to like multiple countries, multiple universities, so
Yes.
many applications. So yeah.
Yeah. So if I say it specifically, I applied to a lot, and for
Hmm.
me, the main part was so if I'm being very honest, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. So I applied to like USA and Canada, which was
Mhm.
good, but at the same time, it was expensive for 4 years
Right,
for me, the financial aspect of it. And it also depends on how, this might sound controversial, but it also depends on how the country is supporting that part of the field.
right, right.
So
Yeah,
it was more on that part as well for me. And that's how I shortlisted universities and countries at the last. And that's when I came to like Europe in general and then Ireland
got it.
in at the last aspect.
Right, makes sense. And so throughout the process, were you like, did you connect with someone from the university, like alumni or like mentors, just to get a
Um,
gist about it?
Actually, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie, but in
Mm,
I had in some places in like USA, and I know people staying there. I know my relatives staying there, so I consulted them because some were in the research field, but
mm.
in different area. But so I consulted them and asked them how was everything like there, and I saw the alumni and everything through through social media, yes, and other
Okay,
places, yeah.
got it, got it. Um, Makes sense. So far, we have registered like how to write an SOP, like basic stuff, and then documents required. Now I'll just go on to the finances and planning because I think for 1 year masters it's like around 20k euros for me. I mean, for me it was around that mark. So I took out a student loan and everything. So I would imagine it would be slightly higher for you because it's a 4 year. Uh,
Yes, it's
yeah,
the same,
course.
but 4 years.
Oh, is
It's the
it?
same. Yeah, it's like 20K, but 20K for 1 year, second year, third year, fourth year.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, and I do get scholarships from university,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a 2,000 euro scholarship. I do get if you maintain the GPA or the QCA.
Okay, but like, so from 20k, you'll have to pay 18k anyways
Yeah,
per year.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Like, are you financing it from India or?
With my parents' help, I'm doing it and the loan bank thing.
Okay.
It's like me, my dad, and my mom, and the bank. With the loan and everything is just happening through India. Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
while others I try to take care here.
Okay. So you might be working part time and
Actually, I don't because I
okay.
don't have time for it.
Time for it. Yeah, right. Makes
Because
sense.
I'm an undergrad, yes, but I'm also in lots of activities and also in clubs and societies. So I don't find part, but I try to work part time as a tour guide, as a campus tour guide in the first 2 weeks in every
Mm.
semester. I also did a research internship, which gave me a scholarship grant last summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Amazing. Yeah, I think like okay, I have been, the burden of having a student loan is like huge.
Yeah.
So and you are like doing it into times four. So I don't know how you are managing everything and maintaining your university as well as both the things.
I think it's just my help of my dad and my mom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, family support basically.
Yes, family support. Yeah.
Right. I think that's really helpful. Now,
Yes.
you mentioned about the scholarships, right?
Yeah.
So, did you like initially while taking this decision, did you look into some scholarship in India and here in Ireland? If yes, then how was
Yes,
the process?
yeah. I think in India, I'm not sure because mostly are applied in scholarships. They don't give so easily to undergrad both here
Hmm.
and here, India and Ireland. So, but there were scholarships. I think there's a scholarship of Ireland known as Higher Education something Institute One HI. I'm not
Hmm.
sure, but it's a scholarship. I applied for it, yeah, but I didn't get it. And it's, of course,
Okay.
it's totally fine. But I then what I did was I asked university since I was very good student in academics. I asked university if they have any sort of compensation in fees or anything financially. I basically initiated the whole convo to the by emailing to the international office here in my university, and they said yes, if you get this much percentage in your 12th, you will get €2,000 scholarship. And if you want to continue it to your second year or third year, you will need to get the certain QCA.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is, which is like one.
It's about 3.2 above 4, or 3.0 above 4 out of 4. It
Okay.
depends on the year as well.
Okay. Got it. Okay. That's interesting. um, anyways, I'll just go back to one more thing, which is
Yeah.
around your um so you said like you were using like new sites helped you a lot in the process. So can you just pinpoint few things where specifically they guided you, and you said like you were confused about like moving here, and was there any help from their end to help you out
Yes. I don't remember much. Sorry if I don't
there? It's been
say.
a while, yeah.
Uh, yeah, so it's been a while, and see, they helped me a lot because my consultant herself, she has been here, so she was telling me about the university. She was telling me about the university. She said herself that it's a good university and you're doing a good course, and they also helped me that, and if you do this, you need to be on the they informed about the critical work permit, the visa things, and those kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, they helped a lot in documents in general on how to sort it, so that when you go to the visa office, it goes in
It's
a
a
very
smooth
smooth
process. Mm.
operation, and how you sort everything. So those kind of stuff. And uh, yeah, it's basically, like, actually, it's like basically just helping you through each and everything, and which is the most important thing you need to take a part of. And even in the forms, in the financial, I was very
Mm-hmm.
confused, and my dad was as well. So
Yeah.
in the financial aspect, what you need to say, how much you need to say, the times, because since they are so used to, since a lot of students go from their
Right.
own side, so they know what to say and what where to say and how to say it.
Right. Got it. Yeah, so the entire application process was taken care of.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, I think that's pretty much it around the process, your decision making, your journey so far. Now it's been 2 years. You are in Ireland. How do you feel about it?
I think it's good. Yeah, I when I go back home, I feel homesick. I do feel homesick because I go back home. I have went home for twice in December
Mm-hmm.
and once in this summer. So this summer I went back home for the first time for 3 months. I've not been home for more than 3 weeks, and
Okay.
I got so homesick, or like a bit like, oh, I don't have anything to do here. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's very good. Also, like in my first year, when I was living if you find your people, you will lose
Hmm.
people, and it's all part of your growth, and it's the whole process. But it's like at the end, you find people, you lose people, but at the end of the day, you are alone. And how you manage to live your life alone, how you manage to be here,
Mm-hmm.
it's just how you take care of yourself. It's just like
Right.
you need to save yourself at the end of the day.
Right. Um, I think I resonate with this thought, as you mentioned, like people will come and go, but in
Yeah.
the end, it is just you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because we left everything, like we had a
Yes.
good friend circle, family, everything, and then move here.
Yeah.
Now you have to start everything from scratch. So
Yeah.
let's say you meet few people from like maybe they are your housemates or university folks, and then you develop a like bond with them, right? And after a year,
Yes.
maybe through career or they get a job somewhere else in some other county,
Yes.
then they have to move out, right?
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
have to start from scratch again.
Yeah. Mine was so bad because in my first year, the ones whom I was very close with, my housemates,
Mm-hmm.
they were Erasmus year students. So they left for like good to back
Yeah,
home, and I can't go back to them and visit. It's like visa whole thing.
yeah.
But they went back home, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I have to start from scratch from the whole second year. And in here I have, like, you change houses and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and you get new housemates. So it was like, oh my gosh, you need to start from scratch. It's every year for me. You change house, you get new housemates and everything.
Yes. And I think with the housemates as well, like finding a good ones is very tough. You never
Yeah.
know.
I
Like,
found really good ones. I'm still in touch with them from the first year. I still
nice,
talk to them.
nice. Amazing. And so I think there is one question around like how do you make friendships and like how do you socialize? Uh, so yeah, if you want to take that, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, for friendships, I think I found my housemates here. It takes time. It takes time to
Hmm.
develop the bond and everything. But I think it's just like initiating also from your end, and it's okay and it's fine if you don't talk. The friendship doesn't go like talking every day or everything
Hmm.
needs to be happy and like you need to talk or you need to stay at least. No, it doesn't happen as long because you both are busy.
Right.
Both the parties are busy, but I think it's just like maintaining the friendships and initiating. Also, I joined like from my first day I have been really active in clubs, societies, and global communities here at UL. So that's how I made a lot of new people.
Right. Yeah, I think it's just about increasing the surface area,
Yeah,
meeting
yeah,
100 people, and then deciding what 10 you resonate with, and then
yes,
like inviting them over,
yes,
or like
exactly.
having dinners and all that, right?
Yeah,
um
exactly.
this might seem very basic, like I'm asking how to make friends, but you know what, like this is the one thing which will keep you sane, because you
Yeah,
will feel homesick after like 3 months period once you're here, because
yeah,
the 3 months you're busy with your visa application, you're busy with settling down here, and once you settle down, it's usually around winter time, so
yes,
it's
exactly.
kind of depressing, so you
It's
need
like the
people
whole,
around.
yeah, it's like the whole seasonal depression is catching up to you all of a
Right.
sudden,
Right.
and it's you're like, oh, what, oh, I miss everything. Well, and
Exactly.
it goes both ways. When you're back home, you miss things here, and when you are here, you miss things back home.
100%. I can 100% agree to that. After 3 weeks, I'm like, okay, I think I miss home, home as in this home. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
when I'm here, I'm like, oh, I miss that home. It's like
yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's just the routine. Also, you miss a lot. You are
Yeah.
so used to the routine and everything here.
Hmm.
Even if you're alone, you're doing something, you are busy. You go back home, you have nothing to do.
Right.
It's just like this keeps you sane at some point, even you're busy.
Right. Exactly. And how did you adjust to the academic, like comparatively, like compared to India and compared to here in Ireland? So
Um,
there's like huge difference. I mean, from my point of view, but
yes,
of
of
course, yeah.
course, yeah. From you, I think from me, undergrad was a hit difference, but compared to, but since I started undergrad, it was different. It was not that different compared
Hmm.
to you, I think, because you started your undergrad in India and then your masters here in Ireland. So I
Yeah.
think you found a more difference than me,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
because for me it was different in terms of how, but at the same time you're like, oh, you are starting your new point of your education. So,
Hmm.
and even if I had doubts, the faculty and the peer or my friends were really helpful, even the faculty. So I used to go to them and ask them, oh, could you explain this to me or something like that, and they always helped. But you and it takes time to get the hang of it, and it's okay if you are not at your top. You have that whole mentality of being a
Right,
perfectionist,
right, right. Yeah,
and it's okay if you're not at the top.
yeah, yeah, I know. It's always the race, like I need to be in the top
Yes,
rank holder.
yes.
Doesn't matter.
And
Yeah.
it's like you're already trying to adjust and doing all the things on your own. So this, even if you do your best, that's more than enough.
Hmm. I think the first semester is all about, getting used to things, getting to know
Mm.
things and everything, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, just don't pressurize yourself. Right. Any like what surprised you the most living here in Ireland? For me, it was the rainy season. Like
yeah.
it rains
Now
every
the
single day.
weather.
Yeah.
I
Um,
think the weather,
yeah.
because
Same.
I love the rainy season in Mumbai. In monsoon, I'm from Mumbai,
Yeah.
so I love the monsoon. But here, the monsoon is here. It's not the monsoon. It's like the normal weather is the rain, and it's rain is fine, but it's like the wind also, which is
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
it's surprising, but you're never used to it, and you just have to be like careful. I think
Right. Right.
waterproofed.
Yeah. One of my friend quoted, like to quote her, is like, there is nothing as bad weather, it's just bad clothes. So as long as
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
dressing right for the
As long
weather,
as you are properly like layered here.
yeah, exactly. But by the way, you are the first person from Mumbai who said like they love Mumbai rains.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because of
I
the
think
traffic and everything or the jam.
yeah, my no, but I still love Mumbai. I think it's just, even though I have experienced the traffic from
Hmm.
school itself, but I think I still love the Mumbai rain, and also I just miss it because it's so cold, rainy season here, and I just
Yeah.
miss the humid one where you have good snacks and the rain.
Yeah. So yeah, street snacks, street food. Nice. So okay. And what were the like? Can you give me few highlights from your course in your 2 years journey so far?
Yes, from first year it was actually pretty easy. It was more like a general idea.
Mm-hmm.
So that my first year was more of a general outline of what we did in high school, but in university level. So they
Mm-hmm.
were just like reintroducing it, and
Right.
then in my course, so my first year was biological and chemical sciences,
Mm-hmm.
and from there you take four streams or majors from your
Majors.
second year.
Yeah.
It was environmental science I took, and there are three other majors in the same field like bioscience, chemistry, pharmaceutical, those kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So good. It was good. It was easy. It takes time, of course, and they introduced to a lot of new things. Even as a science, general research science student, I was introduced to Python, Java, just for
Right.
just for like when we have to use it in the future. And
Mm-hmm.
then also in my major highlight was last summer, was
Okay.
when I did the whole research internship for 3 months in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, and it was in my field under my one of my professors in in the like environmental science, and he was the head of the department of chemical science here. So that was a major highlight because I got to know what I want to like. I'm not sure about the research field, but I got to know more about the research field. I took part in it, and that
Mm-hmm.
was a very big thing for me.
Right. Can you break down the project? Like what
Yeah,
was involved
yeah,
in
yeah.
that?
So the project was involved in finding alternative fertilizers for plant trials.
Hmm.
So what we had was we got sludges, like big buckets of
Right.
like 2 liters of like wastewater sludges. We
Mm-hmm.
dried them. We dried them through some HTAC, hydrothermal carbonization, under like a specific temperature and pressure.
Okay.
And then we did different types of tests like carb analysis test or dry test or wet sludge test, how much carbon is there, hydrogen is there, CTC test, like every sort of things. And after that we determined through some other professor about how much of the dried sludge we need to take to put it into pot trials. So we did a whole pot trials of 40 crops of 40 corn plants, maize plants.
Mhm.
We added some slow sort of those alternative fertilizers, and we took like care of them in the greenhouse plant for like few weeks,
Right.
and added water and like research how much they grew and measured how much they grew. And then we made a whole list, and the two professors are now doing a report of it.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's something interesting. Like, do you see yourself? I don't know. I kind of have this vibe that I see you doing PhD, some sort of maybe.
I hope so. I hope so. But I don't know. It's just you need to have a lot of patience for a
I
PhD.
know. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of patience for a PhD. So I do want to spend some part of my career, if possible, in research.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't want to spend my whole career in research because I want to explore. See, what I want to do basically is personally, I want to go into consultancy,
Mm-hmm.
ESG consultancy. Like when you do the consultancy for companies on there, because some companies are doing, all companies nowadays have to follow the goals of UN SDG goals,
Right.
the 17 SDG. So I want to go into the consultancy companies and see how that happens, how they do those stuff. That's
Right.
what, even in this summer I did an internship related to that.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are like so much out there, like, research, internships, joining clubs. I mean, everyone, like, if anyone asks me, like, how do I maximize the ROI on my, like, university experience? I'm like, just be out there. And
Yes,
you are the
exactly,
best example.
exactly. No,
Yeah.
exactly. It's so true. And it not works all the time. Like I have gone to networking events. I have take in their profiles, LinkedIn, email, and when the chance comes, I try to be as much as more connected to them.
Mm-hmm.
It not works out all the time, but you taking the initiative, what counts is counts. I feel it's like I say to this myself, even though if you apply for something and you don't have a good feeling about it, it's like better to get rejected than regret it. It's
Yes.
like it's
Yeah.
like those you need to have a motto.
Yeah. If you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right. Interesting. And looking back, what were the biggest lessons in your journey so far?
I think the biggest lesson, I'm not really sure, but it's like it doesn't come up to the mind right now when you
Yeah, yeah,
ask.
yeah.
No, I'm so sorry,
Fine.
but it's like yeah, just believe in the process. It doesn't have to happen right now.
Hmm.
It takes time. It takes time. Your visa took so much time, so this also will take time.
Right.
And also try to believe in yourself, have a little bit of hope at least, and surround yourself with people who will believe in you. Don't so that when
Hmm.
you are down, you have people who will reassure you, and
Yes.
it's like the company also.
Hmm. Yes. I can 100% resonate with whatever you have shared just now, which is, keep doing and the results will flow in, kind of. It
Yeah,
takes time.
it takes time,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah, because for me, September has been all achievements, right? Now, if you see just September of my life, September 2025, it will feel like, oh, it's like overnight success. You got the license, you got the critical skills, you got
Yeah,
like 10K followers, and so on and so forth. Like you got brand deals, etc., etc., right? But I started this channel January 2024. I came here in 2022. I started for the driver's license in January 2024. So if you see that, then you can see that okay, the graph is like this,
exactly.
and then some like at a pivotal point it just shoots and it
Yeah,
feels like overnight
exactly.
success.
Like it takes a lot of time, and what I did right now, it's
Hmm.
my life is like this. It's like a roller coaster, it goes up and down,
Yeah,
it goes
yeah,
up
yeah,
and down.
yeah.
So what I did right now doesn't look like an overnight success. I took days hoping and days of working for it, and
Hmm.
that's how I came here, or even a part of point of here.
Right, exactly. So my next question was like, is there any advice? But I think this is the best point. Best advice one can have is just it's never overnight success. It's like the repetitions
Yes.
and just believing in yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
um, yeah, and now one thing is for someone who is still confused about if they should move abroad, if they are capable enough to manage things on their own. How will it pan out? And with the like there is few negative energy
Yes.
around the immigration and
Yes.
migration in general, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts about that?
My thought is I'm very straightforward. If it comes out, it comes out.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that people romanticize studying abroad a lot on social media. Once you move abroad, you're like, no, this is not what it looks like.
Right.
But I feel like you need to when I started this journey, you need to okay, you start this journey, you have everything in mind, you applied, you are working for the exams and the whole financial situation, but you need to also keep in fact that, oh, will I be able to manage it alone, and
Hmm.
if I do, will I be able to sustain here. It's like that because even when you come here you have that mindset, oh, I should go back, I do not belong here, those kind of stuff. It comes up and it's normal, those thoughts come up every now and then. But at the end of the day, I think it's just like how much you are willing to sustain, or like how much you if you work hard for it. I think it's just your mindset. I don't know if I'm explaining myself clearly,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it's just like, yeah, your mindset about how if you're actually willing to do it, or is it just you want to do it because everyone is doing it.
Exactly, yeah. I think uh like you have explained it pretty clear that, so I'll just put it into like a summary kind of, which
Yeah.
is this is what I believe. If anyone walks up to me and say, hey, should I move abroad, I'm like, if that decision is solely yours, it's
Yeah.
not influenced by watching one of my reels or
Yeah,
someone else's reels,
exactly. Yeah.
then go ahead, because see, things will go really wrong. like you might
Yes,
not have the job, you might lose the job, or
exactly.
like university you might fail a subject. I mean, god forbid doesn't
Exactly.
happen to you, but you have to be okay with it, and you during those
Yeah,
times you don't want to blame someone else. The only person you should blame is yourself, because you are the one
exactly.
taking the decision. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have been trying so many times for jobs, internships, and I got rejected. But that doesn't mean I will give up and pack my bag and leave,
Right.
because I thought, oh, now it doesn't work. You know what? I should just leave.
Mm,
No,
mm.
you came here, you took the chance, you took the opportunity, you got the opportunity, and you were like, okay, let me go. So now you have to work for the whole opportunity.
Right. And it also develops a sense of patience for
Yes,
long run.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I, I had no patience. I developed so much patience when I came here. I'm
Right.
like, it takes so much time when you have to deal with work, documents, or any sort of things. You need the patience to actually like it will happen, or they will come back, or I have to do this. But you need to have the patience for it in
Right.
general.
And even like for us, I think most of our projects, be it personal project, relationships, or anything, it's always ongoing, and it keeps
Yes.
like the status is always ongoing in progress for like 2 years, 3 years, and then finally after 3 years it's like, okay, finished. So
Yeah.
that patience of waiting for 3 years and still putting in the efforts so that we can change that status as soon as possible, not knowing when it will happen. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's just insane. Yeah, I know. And one more thing is, you can help me out here, is basically what I felt is when you're here, you have so much of alone time,
Hmm.
so that you can reflect inwards and
Yeah.
work on yourself, cook for
Yeah.
yourself, work on your physique, gym
Yeah.
or running, or pick up a sport,
Yeah.
anything, pick up a hobby, because you have a lot of time to
Yeah.
explore
Yeah.
yourself. And that just like develops you as a human being.
Yes.
I think if I was in India, because of the convenience and everything, maybe
Yes.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have been able to do that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with it. Because once you get some alone time, okay, in first year I had really good housemates and everything, so I was with them. But in second year, when they went back home and I
Right.
was more alone, that's when I came to like, oh, now I will. So I started going to clubs, societies, spending time there. Being busy is what I did, and I walk a lot here. I walk a lot.
Yeah,
So I went on walks. I reflected time. I watch things on my own. I cook, and yeah, or I read. It's just like how you, or even if you do nothing,
it's fine.
it's fine, you did a lot of thing in the day and now you don't want to do anything, it's fine, you just rest.
Right, right, exactly. No, I think that's pretty much it. And I'll just ask you the final question, which is, if you have to sum up your experience, entire experience, uh, what would it be?
My entire experience, I think it's both. It's like good and bad both. I've had a lot of good things. Like I've had experienced a lot of good things. I'm very grateful for those. The opportunities coming here itself is a very big thing for me, and being here.
Yeah,
That's especially when you are still in university. It's my third year. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm still here,
right,
and I experienced a lot of hardships in every other case, and I think it's just how you get yourself back up, you know, just stand yourself back up. And my experience has been very good. I'm not lying. I'm very grateful. It's both. But it's just how you get yourself back up and how you move yourself, how you be with, whom are you with? That's the
right.
main thing.
That
You
matters.
cannot trust everyone you meet at your first month. Please don't do that. And
Okay, I
I'm so
sent a
sorry.
story here.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, but it's like don't, yeah, it's whom you're with. Those things take time. Everything takes time. Do not rush yourself. Do not rush people into things. Do not rush everything into everything in general.
Hmm. Okay.
I feel
Oh,
it's. I
makes
think
sense.
it's Sky. I think.
Okay, makes sense. Do you want to share why you emphasized on the first, like, do not trust anything? Is there any
No, it's
experience
just
you
like
want to share?
friends you meet at the instead are not the friends. It's like, oh, now I'm home abroad. Everyone whom you meet out of the country, it's nice. Oh, so they are like home people, or they are very nice to you, and those
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff. No, things fall apart. Friendships fall apart. That doesn't mean you trust everyone when you meet in an instant. That's
Mm.
what I meant.
Okay, got it. Well, I think thanks for sharing everything. For you, it will be stamp two for 4 years, right? Renewing
Yes,
stamp two for
yes,
every
yes,
single year.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you so much, Shubhra, for sharing your entire
Thank you so
journey.
much. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm sorry if I was very confused.
It's completely
I was
fine.
like, I'm sorry. I just, yeah,
It's basically like a coffee
yeah,
chat,
yeah,
and just you sharing your experience and me adding some bits and pieces
yes,
here and there. So it's completely fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much in general.
Thanks
It
for
was very
sharing your
nice.
experience, and hope to see you in Limerick someday soon.
Yes,
Uh,
soon. Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks.
See you.